My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. Welcome to my YouTube channel, the home of the 5-minute or less video. Rarely I go over 5 minutes. Just a little about me. Not only being a former IRS agent, I worked about 10,000 cases. I was at IRS a decade and private practice for 4 decades. Our firm is probably one of the better firms for tax defense in the United States. We have over, I don't know, 200 years of direct IRS work experience, and we have former IRS agents at every level, so we can take care of any problem you have. We're available for consultation and representation. Today, what I want to talk to you about, this thing really grieves me, and that's why I want to put this YouTube out there. I got a call about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. Another person got ripped off by a tax resolution company. These things really bother the hell out of me when people get ripped off by these resolution companies. So I want to speak to that today so you can know how not to be ripped off by them. You should know that 90% of these people you're talking to on the initial call are salespeople or staff secretaries or someone. That's what these most of the companies staff. They don't have time to answer the phones. They don't do that, and they put people who really don't know what they're talking about. But people, especially the salespeople, they love to get in your pocket. That most of the financial questions they ask you is to know how much money you got so they can bill you. Matter of fact, most of these firms will not start doing the work until they have all the money. They'll put on delay after delay. You're waiting for a result, but you haven't paid them in full. So let me tell you how you do not get ripped off, okay? Speak to the person who either has the license or who's going to work your case. When you call our firm, this is not a promotion about me. I'm just telling you how we do work. We have one of us actually pick up the phone to find out if we want the case, if we're a good fit, and if we can get a result. That's what you want the person on the other end. It could be your accountant, someone you find online, whoever. You'll want to make sure you're speaking to the person that can resolve your case. If you're speaking to anyone else, they can tell you anything they want and you're not going to know. You have to speak to the person who's going to resolve your case because they know how to resolve it. If you were to call me, for instance, I know how your case is going to end after I talk to you for 5 minutes. Hell, I should. I've worked 10,000 cases. So you either need to speak to a tax attorney, a former IRS agent, a CPA, an enrolled agent themselves, so they can tell you based on their experience what the result should be. If you owe IRS tax debt, you should be submitting one of the IRS financial statements to them so they could review your case minus confidential information. So if like you were sending your financial information to us, I wouldn't want the social security number, driver's license number, or bank account information. You don't need that. I need to look at the form IRS is going to look at. If you have not submitted that form, then they don't know, and you owe debt, they don't know what the hell they're doing because they don't know what the result is. When a good firm like ourselves looks at your financial statement, or anybody else, does not have to be they'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. We're looking at assets, we're looking at income and expenses, and at some point verification. So if you don't want to, you can look, by the way, let me tell you, at the website, at the BBB ratings, and you can look at all those stuffs if you want to. At the end of the day, it's about the person you're speaking to, how experienced they are, how long they've been doing this, and what the expected result should be. When you speak to a person with those criteria I just gave you, you will have a good sense. If they're asking for money without looking at your case, do not give them the money. A person who knows what they're doing are going to want to look at your letters, your financial statement, maybe pull a transcript to find out how they're going to resolve your case. There's due diligence required to go ahead. Some firms charge a transcript pull and a review fee. That's fine. but do not give your money to a firm, a large amount, until you know who you're speaking to. That is the best way not to get ripped off. Once again, if you want to contact us, you'll find my information in the description section. My website is 777irs.com. It's full of former IRS agents. We've been doing this since 1982. Please don't get ripped off. Call 2, 3, 4 companies, whoever. Make sure you know who the hell you're speaking to. If this information was helpful, if you'd give me a subscription, YouTube values subscriptions. It's not for me, like, oh wow, I'm getting a subscription. The more subscriptions YouTube, this is how YouTube works. They move you up the rating. So, oh yeah, by the way, if you leave me a comment, say, Michael, how about doing a YouTube on this? I'll probably do that. It's a good comment. Right now, about 50% of all my YouTubes come from you who say, hey, here's a good idea. Thank you very much. I'm sorry this is 5:42. I apologize. Bye-bye.